Hello, I'm Michelle, and today we're going to be doing a singles reading. This is actually part two, so if you do need to watch an earth or a fire sign, you'll be needing to watch the first video, part one, of this one. Today we're doing just a general love reading for you guys. I will be asking about the person on your mind as well, but this reading will be aimed towards singles. I am using the Paper Oracle Lenormand today, the Art Nouveau Lenormand deck, as well as drawing a few cards from the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle deck as well. Okay, but all the timestamps and whatnot should be in the description box. So we'll get started today with the Art Nouveau deck, and we'll do Pisces first, starting with the water signs today. So Pisces. Firstly, what sort of love energy are you in this week, Pisces? This is talking about your energy. And then I will be asking about the energies that are currently around you with love and relationships, and any energies that are coming towards you this week with love energy. I'll draw those now for you. Your energy this week, Pisces, we have the fox and the sun there as well. So the fox energy is all about sort of, being in your own energy quite a lot there. So being clever about the way you're thinking things through. So there might be a few things on your mind, looking at that inner survival mode, basically, with the fox card there. It can be about survival, but also very muchly about being clever about the way that you're thinking about things and the way that you're doing things, any actions you're taking, that you're thinking them through. So that's a really positive message for you today with the sun card there. So there is also a shapeshifter element to the fox card as well. If you know anything about Japanese folklore, you've got the kitsune energy with the fox, where you can sort of transform into that sort of more wild animalistic side of yourself, with the fox energy as well. So with the sun there, the sun is one of the most positive cards in the Lenormand decks. So it does talk about that warmth, that positivity, holding the happiness close to your heart at the moment, I feel, for you guys. So when it comes to love, that's sort of the sun shining over you when you're in your heart space this month. So anything that you do, as long as you're thinking it through, and doing it with that positivity, and it will sort of shine. So it's really talking about, I feel, your inner shine when it comes to love and love relationships this week. So that's a really positive energy that you're sitting there in, Pisces. And then when it comes to any love coming towards you this week, we do have the Tower and the Garden. So firstly, the Tower can talk about somebody older than you. So if we're talking about anyone physically coming towards you this week in love, Pisces, this is likely to be somebody older than you, or somebody from your past already. So we might be seeing some sort of reoccurring meetings coming through this week in your love space. So we do have strong foundations, though, being built when it comes to this energy, wanting to lay down the strong foundations so that that tower can grow tall, and be strong. So the tower, a lot of people do see the tower in the tarot deck. This Lenormand tower is a little bit different. It can sometimes talk about isolating yourself when you're thinking about, like, Rapunzel up in her tower. So I feel it's sort of let down your hair this week, Pisces, because you do have the Garden there as well, which is a very, very social card. So love energy coming around you this week is going to be a more social energy as well. can talk about, meeting people. So there may be somebody that you're meeting this week that is going to play an important role when it does come to love and relationships for you. But the garden can also be quite restful, and, taking that time to just sit with your friends and have a chat or whatever, be sociable. This week, it's sort of getting yourself out there and being a little bit more social at this point in time. So whatever that means for you, Pisces, that's the sort of love energy that's around you this week. So I'd be sort of saying, you could possibly be meeting somebody this week who could be important to you when it does come to love. It could also be meeting someone from your past, someone older than you, but mainly they're, wanting to set strong foundations when it does come to love and relationships. Anyone coming towards you should be having that in mind this week. So it is a pretty secure, stable energy with the Tower. But it's also, I feel, telling you, let down your hair a little bit this week. Get out there and be a bit more sociable because you never know who you might meet this week, Pisces. Now, if there is someone in particular on your mind, we'll have a look and see what's going on with that connection. So the person on Pisces' mind, I will be drawing the Island Time Wellness for this section as well. So if there's somebody on Pisces' mind this week, what's going on with that connection, please? What's going on for Pisces this week with the person on their mind? Okay, it's wanting to have a few extras thrown at me this week. Okay, firstly, we've got the runner and the sunglasses with the love oracle. So this could be talking about, when I have mentioned past connections there, you may be looking at a past connection that has they've been the runner, or you've been the runner type archetype in this relationship. So every time anything gets too close to the heart space, one of you is sort of backing away from that. So it can talk about, codependent relationships, a bit of a fear of intimacy. So whether that resonates for you yourself or for the person that's on your mind, they may be sort of having a bit of a fear of intimacy this week and wanting to sort of back off when things do get too close to the heart. So just be wary of that. With the sunglasses energy, that is like the stalker card of the oracle deck there. So you may have someone keeping really close tabs on what you're getting up to. It can also talk a little bit about, gaslighting and those sorts of negative behaviors within relationships. So really looking at those sorts of things this week, they're focusing on the wrong things in the relationship, basically. So that could be something coming into play between you and this person this week. But yeah, they may be just keeping tabs on you at the moment and wanting to see what you're up to and whatnot as well. Even if they're backing away, they're still sort of wanting to keep that eye on you and see what's going on there. Okay, now with the lenormand, I did have an extra one fall out. The extra one was the woman. So this may be just telling us who these two cards here are in regard to. And with the stork there, that would actually strongly suggest to me that the more feminine energy in this relationship, so whoever you've got on your mind there, Pisces, the more feminine energy within that may be, like a mother with a child, maybe a pregnant person. The stork can talk about pregnancy or young children, the nest, basically, because, we all know storks are the ones that bring the babies. So that might be something that's coming into play or into the back of your mind within this relationship. It might not be talking about a physical pregnancy. It might be just talking about, wanting to stir up some new energy into that relationship. So the birth of something new in that relationship. And then with the birds there as well, that is a very sort of gossip, chattery type energy. So it is a bit of a communication card there as well. So maybe this is just saying that you and this particular person are talking about having children, talking about stirring new beginnings up within this relationship. The birds can, definitely can talk about things like phone calls happening between the two of you this week that may stir some things up for you emotionally or within your love space there. But it also could just be a small message there for somebody out there that, talking to your mother may actually be very important to you. The woman sometimes can refer to a mother type figure in your life. So whether that's your own mother or a mother figure, or you are the mother, that could be important to have that mother type energy around you this week when it comes to love as well. That's sort of looking at some things getting stirred up there, but also a few little side notes to be a bit wary of there with that runner dynamic as well. So maybe it's talking about needing to talk through these things a little bit more and, having a chat to some important women in your life about what that might mean for you when it comes to this particular relationship. Okay. Thank you, Pisces, and please leave me a like or a comment. I would really love any comments that I do receive to sort of help me know what you guys do resonate with the most and whatnot. Let me know how you go this week, and if any of that does resonate with you, that'd be fantastic. And we shall move onward to Cancer. So we have Cancer, and I will actually use the Art Nouveau deck for you today, Cancer. I will also be drawing some cards from the Island Time Wellness Oracle deck as well. Basically, though, wanting to just sort of know what sort of energy you are in your love space at the moment, Cancer. Firstly, I'll ask, and then also what sort of love energy will be coming towards you this coming week as well. So have a look at that. What sort of energy is Cancer in this week in their love energy? And what sort of energy is coming toward Cancer this week with love and relationships, please? Okay, so the energy you're finding yourself in this week, Cancer, you're feeling a bit stuck at the moment when it comes to love situations by the feel of that. You're feeling like things are a bit, you've got a few obstacles probably in your path at the moment, feeling a little bit dragged down by these particular obstacles in your love space at the moment. The Anchor is a very sort of secure type card though, so I feel as though you guys are probably pretty secure with yourself and the way that you do love. So that's pretty good there. But also the Mountain card there, making that sort of really shine through as a real stuck sort of energy for you guys at the moment. But with the Mountain being the second card there, it's important to remember that even when we do have these obstacles or challenges facing us, that when we are feeling a bit stuck, that sometimes we do need to put in a little bit of hard work to climb that mountain, because then once you get to the top of that mountain, from there on out, you can sort of see your way clear and get back down the other side. So every obstacle or challenge that you do face is also an opportunity to face these things. And with the Anchor, it can also talk about sort of just dropping anchor for a little while and just needing to just sit and chill in that energy and just accept that that's how things are for you at the moment. That's perfectly fine. We all need a bit of a break sometimes. So I really feel that that might be what's going on for you at the moment, Cancer. Just sort of feeling a little bit challenged in order to actually make any sudden jumps in your love space at the moment. But we'll see what's coming towards you there. We do have the Lily and the Tower coming towards you with love energy this week. So the Lily coming towards you as a love energy is actually one of the most beautiful energies that you could have coming towards you this week. So if you do have any particular people reaching out, they may be someone older than you or somebody from your past, or the Tower could just be talking about somebody wanting to build strong foundations with you, but they are coming from a beautiful place with the Lily. The Lily is all about, it's got this really strong sense of intimacy. So when we're talking about love, the intimacy with the Lily card is super strong, and it is a really important aspect of the Lily card there as well. It does also have a very strong element of longevity and the things that we that might be in our life, at our retirement, at the end of our lives. So it is sort of looking forward into the future quite a long time there as well. So we're sort of looking at the past here with the Tower, but also the future with the Lily. So looking at setting up foundations at the moment with this energy coming towards you, looking at setting up long-term foundations for you when it does come to love. So if you do find a specific person coming towards you this week, or surrounding you this week, with that love type energy or relationship type energy, this could actually be somebody very important to you long term. But even if it's not sort of more in the long term sense, it could actually be a very intimate energy. So it could be something that helps you open up a new side of yourself that you didn't know was even there. And obviously with those more stuck energies there, it actually will really, really help you open up and get over that mountain as well, with that intimacy and longevity coming through. So that's beautiful for you guys this week. And if you have a particular person on your mind, if you do have a particular person on your mind this week, Cancer, I'll pull 2 Lenormand for that and 2 of the Island Time Wellness to see what's going on with this connection. So the person on Cancer's mind this week, please. Okay, and the Island Time Wellness. Who is on Cancer's mind this week? Even if you don't have a specific person on your mind there, this could just be talking about the next person coming in for you, or a new person that you may not have met yet. So let's have a look. Okay, and we have the Book and the Garden. So this definitely could be somebody you have not yet met, or if it is anyone you do already know that is a particular person on your mind, this is going to be wanting to start new chapters with this person, starting new cycles, a little bit of communication coming through there as well, especially with the Garden. This is all about meetings and, being sociable, and meeting people out and about, that sort of a thing. That's why I said it could be a new person, because you could just be meeting them this week, and then it could be starting this brand new chapter into your life. But just looking there at the Island Time Wellness, I'm feeling that this is what's going on for you guys with this Mountain and this Anchor card, back into the first cards we pulled for you there, because we do have the Not Enough card and the Self-Indulgence card. Okay, so the Not Enough card does talk about being frustrated in relationships, a lack of confidence, ego issues, fear issues, self-sabotaging. And the self-indulgence card is a card to actually tell you to stop sabotaging, to do your shadow work, that you do need to take some time to heal from this not enough energy. So not enough, you're feeling like you're not enough. You're feeling unworthy of love altogether. And that's completely untrue. You are worthy and you do deserve love. So this self-indulgence, it's telling you to take some time to focus on your self-worth. Do some things for yourself, just focusing on yourself in general and taking that time to heal. So it's not necessarily a negative message for you there at all, Cancer. That's just telling you that, in order to overcome these fears and these feelings of worthlessness, or whatever it may be for you particularly, keeping in mind this could be flipped. This could be this person coming through where they're actually needing to take some more time to heal before this can really take off and start that new chapter. Obviously, energies always can be flipped. So if it doesn't really resonate for you, it could actually be a sign that that's the person we're talking about today, is that they're talking about someone that's not feeling 100% ready to accept love and happiness into themselves. But yeah, really taking some time to reflect upon yourself and doing some things there to help yourself grow and get through any challenges that you have faced. Yeah. So I would probably suggest to you, Cancer, maybe flip back over to my Cancer video and watch the shadow work section. It might give you a few things where you do need to sort of look at and talk to yourself honestly about this week. And anything that's going to help bring more happiness into our life, of course it's worth it at the end of the day. But yeah, so thank you very much for your time today, Cancer. I really would appreciate any likes or subscribes, any comments that you would like to leave. They're much appreciated at the moment. Now, moving on to Scorpio. Now, I know I'm doing water signs, but Scorpio always screams fire to me. You guys have definitely got a bit of that fire in the background of yourselves there, don't you? I like to think of you guys as if fire was a liquid, if fire was a water, so like a lava type energy for Scorpio there, which you probably think I'm being weird, but whatever. I love my Scorpios. And I think of you guys as having that lava, that heat behind you, the water that can burn you alive if you treat it wrong. So I'm sure there's some Scorpios out there that probably do feel that way as well. Scorpio is pretty well known for, being one of the more esoteric, wilder signs. So I'm sure you guys love that. Now, I'm using the Paper Oracle deck for you guys today. And we're going to just have a look at your energy, the person, any energies coming towards you with love. And then I will be looking at the person on your mind as well, Scorpio. So if there's anyone in particular on your mind, and I will draw some of the Island Time Wellness for that as well. But firstly, Scorpio's love energy this week. And then any love energy coming towards Scorpio this week, please. Okay, the energy we're finding you in this week, Scorpio, we're looking at the birds and the mice. So the birds, especially in this deck, you can see they're up there on a telephone wire, so it definitely can be talking about, phone calls at the moment. There may have been a phone call that has really struck a chord with you somehow this particular week when it comes to love energy. The mice is always talking about, something that's been nibbling away at you. So this is being a communication type card, and it does have a bit of an element of, loss to this card as well. So I feel like that you're in the energy when it comes to love at the moment, Scorpio, of there really is something that's been nibbling away at you. You probably do feel like, you have lost a few things when it comes to love and relationships, and just sort of mourning the loss of certain things at the moment, some things that may have ended for you in the past, those sorts of things. You are kind of stuck in this past. It feels very strongly of the past sort of energy, things that have been, definitely eating away at you, and the mice sometimes can talk about theft as well. So you may be feeling as though, you know love has been taken from you or taken for granted from you, and just feeling a little bit of a heavier energy when it comes to love this week. That's not necessarily a negative thing. We all go through ebbs and flows, and we do need to deal with these sorts of feelings in order to move on to the positive feelings and the positive aspects of love as well. Life is a many coloured thing, isn't it? All over the place. Okay, with the energy that's coming towards you at the moment, we do have this one actually jumped out, and that being the broom. That sort of definitely sort of pretty talks about, sweeping away that energy. I feel that that's exactly what that's telling you, is sweeping away that energy. It can talk about, sudden changes coming through that will help you, sweep up that energy and move on to the next. And then with the supporting energy coming towards you, being the bear and the tree, this definitely is an energy of really needing to sort of focus on yourself at the moment, Scorpio. The tree is all about growth within you and self-care, those types of things, the knowledge that you need in order to grow. So unfortunately, these sorts of things that have been sort of eating away at you, they are there to help you learn from, basically. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but it is a journey for us all, and sometimes the negative things in our life can actually help us grow the most, and move forward into new growth as well. And with the bear, that kind of just supports that there as well. The bear is a very supportive, protective type energy. So that does feel to me as though the love energy around you this week, Scorpio, may not actually be a particular person, although this could speak about a person with that mama bear kind of energy helping you and supporting you, protecting you through this time. But I really feel as though this is your own energy being a little bit defensive against love at the moment, and spirit just wanting to sort of remind you that you are protected, and you are fine to look after yourself for a little while, and just sit in this energy and learn as much as you can from it. It will really help you get that power back. The bear does talk about strength and power a lot as well. So we're really talking about getting your power back this week, Scorpio. So I feel that that's the important message for you guys, is to sort of, yeah, what strengthens you when it comes to love and relationships? How can you regain that power that you feel like you may have lost when it came to whatever this situation was that's sitting in your energy? Sweeping out all the negative things that are coming through and just focusing on the growth and the things that you can learn from these experiences, and move and guiding yourself into more positive areas there as well. So if there's somebody in particular on your mind, Scorpio, we'll move all that energy aside and we'll see, is there somebody in particular on Scorpio's mind this week, and what is going on with that connection? Keeping in mind, this can also be talking about, if there's no one in particular on your mind, this also sometimes will bring through, your next connection, or the next person coming through for you there as well, Scorpio. So the person on Scorpio's mind this week, please. Okay, so we have some interesting cards this week, Scorpio, when it comes to the person on your mind. We have the child and the non-binary. So the non-binary this is one of the only decks that has this card. Most Lenormand decks do have a male and a female figure in the cards. This particular deck has the non-binary also. So that's that balanced energy, that balancing the masculine and the feminine energies. So this could just be talking about a person in your life. With the child there, I feel as though this is actually talking specifically to somebody who has a child, and it's telling you that your child is the most important person at the moment. Don't worry about men, don't worry about women, worry about the child aspects as well as your inner child. So if you don't actually have a child, or you don't have any children that are important to you at the moment, this would actually be speaking about your inner child and nurturing that inner child. That sense of innocence and joy and hope for the future that we all had when we were a child, and wanting to nurture that and really bring that out. So whether this is an actual person or connection that we're thinking of here, when it does come to actual people, it could be talking about somebody being a little bit immature, or childlike in the way that they're thinking about things. But I really do feel that this is talking more about an actual child or child part of yourself. So, when it comes to love connections, sometimes connecting with ourselves is actually the most important thing for us sometimes. And with the previous cards, I would feel that inner child is basically calling out to you this week, and wanting to be heard. What did you want from connections when you were a child? That innocence, thinking about things innocently, and also bringing that element of playfulness. The child energy is a very playful, joyous energy. So really bringing that into fruition for yourself this week, whether it be for yourself or for a connection. Playfulness and a bit of adventure might be on the cards for you as well. So with the oracles, we have gotten the mask and ascending. So this is actually a really positive message. The mask is sort of confirming some of what we've talked about already, that you may be possibly hiding from some of your true feelings or not showing them within connections. You may be deluding yourself a little bit to the truth of connections, or things are being masked from you as well. So if you are thinking of a particular person, obviously roles can always be reversed, but maybe you're not actually showing them or telling them what you really want to be showing them or telling them. So that might be something to consider this week for you as well. But the ascending energy is a beautiful energy that's really talking about, getting through obstacles. It literally says on the card they're transcending obstacles. So when we have talked about any challenges or things that are weighing heavily on your mind, we are going to be sort of transmuting those, getting past those, turning them into something better, learning from the past, learning from these things, and preparing for unions. So it is a really positive card, talking about new phases and new elements coming towards you there as well. And you may actually you may also be going through a bit of an ascension at the moment, and that's part of why you are feeling a little bit, these things weighing you down a little bit at the moment, Scorpio. So do take that into mind, that all these things are actually all coming back to your self-growth and your self-care. Okay, so even if it feels like a little bit of a negative sometimes, these things all actually are all about ascending into new levels of happiness. And at the end of the day, what can we do but see what comes next and take it as it comes, sort of thing. So I really feel that that's some positive changes are very close by for you. It's just a matter of getting through through these things that have been eating away at you at the moment. Okay, well, thank you though, and hopefully I can get some likes and subscribes. Leave some comments on how that resonated for you. Water signs had a few more challenging aspects today, but you know, it's all about that journey and that path. We do have ups and downs. All the paths have not many straight roads in this life, is there? And if there is, you can always be sure that there's some potholes, or there is in my local area anyway. Okay, well, moving on to the air signs, and we've got Gemini. So Gemini, we are doing a singles love reading today, and I will be looking at your energy with love this week, any energy around you or coming towards you, and then as well is if there is a specific person on your mind. Oops, sorry. There's a specific person on your mind, we'll look at that as well. I'm using the Paper Oracle Lenormand deck there today. And firstly, we're just going to look at your energy, Gemini. What sort of love space are you guys in this week? How might that play a role for you this week? Okay, so I've just pulled some similar cards for Scorpio. So if you have any Scorpio placements, that one might be worth a look as well. But we have the Tower and the Child have come out together for you there, as well as the birds. So the birds can talk about important phone calls, but it also has a high element of just talking in general, chatter. You know, sometimes this can be talking about all the different thought. Like if you imagine each little bird there as a thought, that's a lot of thoughts going through the back of your mind there at the moment with your love energy. The prevailing energy there though is I am getting this energy here with the Child and the Tower. So straight away I feel like this love as a love energy for yourself, Gemini, is actually talking about the foundations of your love from when you were a child. Okay, because the Child card obviously can talk about when you were a child, can talk about an important child in your life. But with the Tower there being, you know, things that in the past and the foundations of things that have been built, I really feel that that is talking about things that you have at your core, at your foundation when it comes to love, being important to you this week, and having to have a bit of a chat to yourself about those things. You may have a few, you know, there is a little sense of loss when it does come to the birds as well. So you may be feeling like you have lost a little bit of that innocence when it comes to the love aspect of your life. So really looking at the foundations we've built within ourselves when it comes to love this week, Gemini. They're actually quite important for you at the moment. So there may be something occurring this week that is sort of stirring up, you know, some childhood stuff for you. Hopefully nothing traumatic, but that child energy is actually very important at the moment as well. So, you know, having a bit of playfulness when it comes to setting up your foundations of love and those sorts of things as well. That playfulness and that innocence from childhood, stopping and thinking about how can I be more childlike and innocent and joyous when it comes to thinking about love this week for you, Gemini. Now, the love energy coming towards you this week, Gemini. Any love energy surrounding you or coming towards you this week? We have the Tree and the Cross. So straight away, once again, Scorpio has pulled this same card as well. And I believe Cancer also pulled the tree card as well. So it's actually been across the board pretty steadily today. So self-growth is obviously very important to quite a lot of people at the moment. And this is actually a very spiritual card, the cross. So in this deck, this is a very spiritual card. It does talk about, what is your sense of spirituality, and using your spirituality to help you grow as a person. So with the tree there, that's probably actually talking directly about shadow work. So I feel that this is actually spirit coming towards you, telling you that you need to sort of work on yourself this week when it comes to love. Spirit is here protecting you and whatnot. That's the love coming towards you is from spirit this week, and basically giving you that confidence to grow and really make sure you've got solid roots back into that foundation there, making sure that our roots are solid, so that when the wind blows, that we can sway with the breeze instead of breaking. Trees, they will sway with the breeze rather than have all their branches break every single storm. They can weather any storm. So this is both really important for you this week when it does come to the love energy that's around you. Yourself is important for you this week, Gemini. Finding your sense of self and what you feel like you need to do to grow within love, and also using your spirituality, whether that's being you believing in God or in something else completely. Just that sense of belief within yourself is actually really important for you at the moment, and having that trust that everything is going to be fine, because it will be eventually, one way or another, right? Now, if there is someone in particular on your mind at this time, we'll ask the person on Gemini's mind. What's going on with the person on Gemini's mind this week, please? And I will be drawing two of the Island Time Wellness for the person on Gemini's mind this week. Okay, so if there is a particular person on your mind, Gemini, this is actually talking about that might be feeling very stuck to you at the moment. Just keeping in mind, energies can be reversed, as well as even if there's not somebody in particular on your mind, we could be talking about sort of new relationships coming in. This also, once again, with the other cards we've drawn, this may not actually be talking about anyone at all. This might just be talking further. I've got to read what I see, and sometimes it might not actually be talking about an actual person. It might be talking once again about yourself being the person who should be on your mind this week. So we're once again, it can be talking about being a little bit stuck at the moment within this relationship. So we do have the Coffin card as well. So the Coffin really talks about things needing to end to bring about new beginnings, closing things off. So if we are in a bit of a stuck energy with a relationship, what can we close off? What behaviors can we stop in order to bring in change with that? Now, it's definitely possibility of change with the Phoenix coming through as well. So this could just be some small things ending in order to bring in new changes. And I honestly feel like this girl with the snake card actually might be talking about a person that we have dealt with in the past, or we are dealing with in the past. This can be talking about, it can be, talking about that empath and narcissistic type energy. Not, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that. I cannot tell you that someone is a narcissist, but at the end of the day, you're going to have an idea of how that dynamic works for you guys. And it's all about, has someone been taking advantage of your boundaries, or pushing your boundaries? I feel like that's probably what that's talking about. And I feel like that dynamic is what's gotten you into this stuck energy. And so really needing to come along and close off any of those more negative energies coming towards you or in relationships. Really closing those cycles down. Those endings will bring new beginnings. It's not a physical death, but it's the death of a situation needing to occur at this time in order to bring through this Phoenix energy, because the Phoenix is all about rebirth. We do find that the Phoenix imagery in itself is, what's born from the ashes, things needing to, turn to ash before that they can be reborn as something brand new. So it's about transformation and positive transformations, new phases, growth, once again, growth, and changing your mind on the way that you're thinking about certain things here. So you're not necessarily stuck or being weighed down by these things. You are given the opportunity to close out the negative things in your life at this time and rekindle them as brand new energies, brand new positive things coming into your life. And this could even just be telling you need to work on your boundaries. Stop accepting negative behavior coming towards you and only accept this positive, transformative energy. So I feel like that is actually a bit of a message continued on from the prior there as well. So really talking about needing to close down old cycles, that things that aren't working anymore for you, things that are feeling negative and that aren't bringing you happiness. It's okay for you to end those things in order to transform them into more positive, happy things for you as well. Okay, so thank you for your time today, Gemini. If you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. I am a brand new channel, so I really do appreciate that. And I really would appreciate any comments that you have, anything that you really liked about the reading or didn't like about the reading. Let me know what resonated. And hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. So thank you. And moving on to Libra. Okay, Libra, doing a reading for you today for singles love reading. So firstly, we're going to be looking at your energy, any energy coming towards you in love this week, as well as if there is anyone in particular on your mind. We'll be looking at that as well. So I'm using the Art Nouveau deck, lenormand deck. I'll be using that for you today, Libra. Firstly, straight away we've got something wanting to come out there. So we'll see what sort of energy you're in at this time. Libra with love energies. Okay, so any love energies coming towards Libra this week? Any love energies coming towards Libra this week also? Okay, so for you this week, Libra, we have the Coffin and the Whip. So I straight away feel, Libra, that you guys are in one of those stages where things are just a little bit tough for you at the moment. a little bit of tension and trouble going on internally with yourself when it comes to your love space at the moment. This could be, some challenges at this time when it does come to love. And the coffin card there as well. So it's talking about, things needing to end. So maybe we're just talking about, this tension within yourself needing to end at this time. The coffin is not necessarily a physical death. It is just talking about, death of a situation, death of these negative feelings, in order to start the cycle anew, because as we all know, the end of something is always the start of something else. So as they say, when God closes the door, he opens a window, and that's what the coffin card is all about. It's all about closing off negative cycles, stopping, closing down anything that doesn't serve our highest good, in order to bring through new energy and start new cycles. So these things that have been troubling you, if there's things that have been troubling you, Libra, giving you a bit of tension in your life, in your love life at the moment, really needing to sort of look at those things and looking at what needs to end when it comes to your love space at the moment. Now, with your energies coming towards you, we have the lily and the garden. Now, I have had another sign has actually had these exact two cards in the exact same placement today. I'm sorry, I can't quite remember. I believe it might have been one of the water signs. So if you do have a water placement, Pisces or Cancer, I believe. If you do have a water placement, maybe watching that section as well. There may be something there for you as well when it comes to the love energies headed your way this week. So with the lily, we do find the lily to be a very intimate energy. It is a very intimate energy. It can be talking about a little bit of self-reflection there as well. But with the garden, that's probably talking about a more social energy. So, I feel like that could actually be, being a little bit more intimate with your friends, the people that you're closest with socially, needing to be a little bit more intimate with them. It could also actually be directly speaking about meeting somebody this week where you will have this intimacy revealed into your life. So this is actually quite a positive feeling message, because the lily actually does speak to longevity as well. So it can talk about, like the retirement period of our lives, where we want to be at the end sort of thing. So it does have that long-term longevity going on there as well. So we might be meeting someone this week who is going to be in our lives, an important role in our lives for a long time to come, and also a high level of intimacy. So this can bode really well for anyone you're meeting this week in a love type thing. You might be meeting someone through friends, through a social gathering, those sorts of things, but there will be a high level of intimacy attached to that energy. So that's actually a really positive card there. The lily is also a bit of a career card as well. So this might be a work meeting, something like that, where you're meeting somebody important this week, or you are having some loving energy headed your way with those sorts of things this week. That's lovely. So that's really sort of overshadowing whatever energy we find ourselves in. You might be in a hard energy at the moment yourself, but finding that there is some really beautiful energy surrounding you at this time that's very supportive there, and heading towards you, giving you that chance to be a little bit more intimate with yourself as well. Now, if there is anyone that you have in mind, Libra, we'll ask two cards for them from the lenormand. Oh, My nose is super itchy today, so I feel like it's going back to one of the readings. An itchy nose can sometimes mean people watching you, so that might just be a note for myself. I have just uploaded part 1. So the person on Libra's mind this week. Person on Libra's mind. What's going on with that connection? Now, keeping in mind that if there's no one in particular on your mind, Libra, this could be talking about the next upcoming relationship for you. Or it could also be talking about, having, sometimes I'm finding that this person on your mind section is actually talking about needing to have yourself on your mind, and it can be just further messages related back to what we've already seen there. But we'll have a look. Person on Libra's mind. Okay, so we have the house and the tree with the lenormand. So the tree has come out for nearly everyone today, talking about self-growth. Right as I mentioned, it can be for yourself. And the house can also be talking about self. So the person on your mind could be yourself this week, but it also does talk about self-growth, knowledge, gaining knowledge in these situations. And the house can actually talk about stability and security. So finding that stability and security, either with this person or with yourself. I do find the house, your house, home is where the heart is. Very important message with the home, the house home card there as well. But there are quite a few common traits between the tree and the house energy, being that they are both highly related to self. So you might be the important one in this connection this week, and needing to find a bit more of your stability, putting down your roots, so to speak, might be really important for this connection this week. But knowing that your home is your safe bubble where you can grow and grow some new leaves or whatever it may be. But the stronger the stability and security for you this week, the further the growth will go for you this week as well. So really trying to place some importance on your levels of security and stability at this time, being quite important for your self-growth, and to sort of nurture any relationships that are sort of abundant in your love space there. Now, we do actually have a bit of a different vibe with the oracles there. So we've got talking. So that's the talking stage of a relationship, might be coming through, talking about these things, about, if you were together with this person, where would you live? How would you like to grow together? Those sorts of things that can be very important at this time. It can be talking also about, text messages, calls coming through for you at this time, awaited messages, those sorts of things. So if there is a particular person in your mind, now might be the time you are going to get that message come through. And then wedding rings, I feel like that's something leading into a future that feels a bit more long-term to me. So that's talking about that long-term stability. This might be something that you once again are talking with this person about, like, where do we want to see ourselves in the future? Do we want to head towards long-term commitments, weddings, those sorts of things, soul connections, everlasting promises? Are we going to be stable and secure in this relationship? So whether that's talking about talking to yourself or talking to an actual person, once again, with the lily bringing that longevity, I feel that this is something we're really sort of focusing on at the moment. Where is this heading? Where are we going with this? What do we want from this? I feel like that's the important message there with the wedding rings coming through for you with the oracles today. thank you for your time, Libra, and I would really appreciate it if we could leave a like, a comment. Let me know which section you've listened to today. If you've listened to just your sun, or if you've listened to your moon and your rising, your Venus as well. Let me know how it resonates for you this week. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Moving into Aquarius today, we're doing love messages. And I will be asking about if there's a person on your mind. We will be asking about that too. But first and foremost, Aquarius, we will be asking about your love energy today. What love energy is Aquarius in this week? And then we will be looking at any energy coming towards Aquarius. What are the love energies coming towards Aquarius this week, or surrounding Aquarius this week, please? Oh, wow. Just had a bunch of cards all come out at once there. And I actually will take them all together. Okay, so for your particular energy this week, we do have the Book and the Ship there as well. So this is a very fresh, new energy coming through for you this week, Aquarius. Your ships are coming in. So whatever cargo you've been loading yourself up with, whatever story you've been writing for yourself so far, your ships truly are sort of starting to come in for you, full sail ahead, so to speak. Writing those new chapters for yourself might be an important focus for you when it comes to your love at the moment, your love life at the moment. Writing new chapters, starting new things with people, definitely bringing in new things. We might be talking about journeys and traveling as well, when it comes to furthering your own love space at this time. Journeys and travel may also be important to you as well. But I really feel that that's definitely sort of letting us know that there's some new energy abounds for you at this point in time. So we'll see what that's all about, because like I said, I did have quite a few throw themselves at me. Okay, so the three that jumped out altogether was the mice, the bear, and the lily card. And then I have drawn the tower as well. So straight away we can sort of see that with the mice and the bear, just together, the mice and the bear, I will let you know about what this is all linking in with in a second. But the mice talk about, they can talk about things nibbling away at you, things that you feel like you've lost. So energies coming towards you are actually your own this week by the look of that. But energies that you're needing to sort of face at the moment, from your past, it's feeling like. So with the past, in the tower there, the past, or it can also be talking about the foundations that we've laid within ourselves. So those foundations, or that past, those things that have happened in the past have nibbled away at you a little bit. You have felt like they've taken certain things from your love energy. It may have even been a particular person who was very defensive, and even potentially took, you felt taken for granted with this person. But needing to sort of, I feel like, protect yourself from this overthinking, these things chewing away at your mind, protecting yourself from that at the moment, getting back your power. The bear is all about power and strength, being a little bit defensive against love at the moment, I feel, but also really needing to sort of find your own power, to find that intimacy with yourself. Once again, the lily is about intimacy. It is also about, doing the hard things now for the long term, okay? Because the lily is a long-term sort of card. It does talk about longevity. So it's talking about any of these, regaining our power now is actually going to be best for us in the long run. Anything that has nibbled away at us, made us defensive, really needing to intimately face those things within ourselves. So Aquarius, you may find it useful to jump back onto the Aquarius video and just have a look at the shadow work section that I've done. There may be a few things in that video that might help you at this time face some of these past issues. I feel like the Tower has only just jumped in just to let us know that these are things that are the foundations of our life, and things that might have happened in the past really are taking a part of you at the moment, and really needing to face those things before we can have any intimacy coming towards us. But with the bear there as well, being a protective energy, I feel like that really is to remind you that, you are protected at this time. You are protected. Doing these things, facing these things, it might be hard, but it will bring around that intimacy for you, and you will be protected, and you will find your own power once again. You'll find your own strength and your own power once again. That bear is a really strong card. It will overshadow some of the more negative sides of these cards. So it's really about finding your own power and strength. Having that mama bear tenacity for yourself and for your own heart space at this time. Because look, you've really got these positive things coming on in. So, you've got new chapters coming on in and things like that. So that these are the love energies around you that you do need to sort of deal with at this time to bring all those ships in safely. Okay, and now when we're looking at if you have a particular person on your mind, Aquarius, what's going on with this connection? Now we'll draw 2 of the Island Time Love Tarot as well in regards to person on your mind, Aquarius. Now, if there's no one in particular on your mind, this once again can be talking about a facet of yourself, your inner self. It can also be talking about your next love relationship. So just whatever resonates the most for you. And as always, positions can be reversed as well. Okay, so for the person on your mind, okay, well that one did fly out as I started drawing those cards there. So being the broom, I feel that that's just a quick little message just to tell us, sweep away all that prior message. We're starting fresh with this person on your mind reading section here. So sweep away all the the things that have been worrying you, nibbling away at you, sweeping that all away, going back to this energy of new chapters, wanting to see these new chapters and these ships coming in for you there. So I'll just put that aside for now. I feel that that's separating this energy from this next energy here, which this next energy we have for you, we have the storm and the sun. So obviously 2 bright elements there, the storm and the sun. So what do we always see at the end of a storm? The sun comes back out again. The sun will shine again. That is such a positive thing for you guys there. So you might feel like you're in the eye of a storm at the moment with this connection, with this person, with yourself even. You might feel as though, it is a bit of a storm at the moment, but like finding the beauty in the storm as well. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love watching lightning, and I do love a bit of stormy weather. It helps, clear things out, get rid of all that negative energy. There's always that electricity in the air. So it could also just be talking about a specific connection being a stormy type connection, having that that charged vibe between you guys, because with the sun there, the sun is one of the most beautiful positive cards in the deck, to always talking about happiness, warmth, positivity. So it will sort of, the sun will shine again, and it will overpower any negative energy. So to finish off your reading there, that's actually beautiful. That's exactly why we swept away that past energy, because the sun has come out for you today. That's absolutely gorgeous. And with the chaser and the wedding rings coming into play for your oracle cards there, so you may have a connection with somebody. You may be the chaser, or you may be, this obviously might be reversed as well. So there may be a bit of a fear of abandonment issues going on with this relationship. One of you you might have that runner-chaser dynamic going on with this relationship. And maybe it's time to bring that storm to end that dynamic, because there really is a long-term potential with this connection. It could possibly be an eternal, soul connection. There could be a permanent union with this person, a marriage. Obviously, these are wedding rings in the picture there, so it could be a long-term relationship. So really wanting to bring that storm and, wash away all the negative sides, wash away this chaser dynamic if it's there, and bring in the sunshine. Ready. Everyone should be ready. Bring in the sunshine. Watch out for Aquarius. They've got it going on this week. So really looking into some positive energies coming up for you, Aquarius. No wonder your base energy was the book and the ship, because baby, these really are coming into fruition for you. Your ships really are coming into port, and you really are starting to write these new chapters. So just a few little side notes there. It feels like nothing too dramatic. Just sweep away all those external fears and any of those conflicts within yourself, any of those little things niggling away at the back of you there. Sweep it all away and get ready. Bring that storm, get rid of those things, clear it all out, ready for the sunshine. That's beautiful way there, Aquarius, to end the reading. So thank you very much for your time and your energy. I really, your energy then, when you saw the storm and the sun, your energy just went through the roof. So thank you for that. I'll be on cloud 9 for the rest of the day, I think. Now, I have already uploaded part 1 to this video. So if you wanted to watch any of the earth or fire signs, you'll have to jump over to part 1 to watch those. But yeah, please leave a like, a subscribe to the channel, any comments on anything that resonated for you there. It really means a lot to me at the moment. I am just starting my channel, so every single comment, whether good or bad, is going to really help me develop as much as I can for you guys. Let me know what helps, what doesn't help. If maybe I can be a bit harsh sometimes in the way that I'm saying things, let me know what we're feeling when we're listening to these readings, and sort of let me know how it's resonating for you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking with me through these videos, and hopefully I will see you all again soon. Thank you.